Hey, what's up? Welcome to the AV Club podcast. My guests today are Kevin Futch and Zach Villa, two of my favorite people in the world. Kevin is a wild dude who's turned his life around, which is really humbling and awesome to see. And Zach is obviously my brother, one of the nicest guys I know. And they're fun. They're just a fun time to talk to and hang out with. And I'm glad I got to catch up with each of them and take a little bit of a deeper dive with Kevin and really just to catch up. It was awesome. Just a regular conversation, which is what I love. So here is the episode. Enjoy.
Hey, buddy. Real quick, start us off right, dude. Say hi to Kevy real fast and Aaron. Say hi to Kevin and Aaron real quick, dude. This is on the podcast. You just made the podcast, dude. Don't hang up, man.
Hey, Ryan. He ended the call.
He did. He's shy.
Dude, you got scared, bro. Wow.
You got scared when we said it was on the podcast.
Wow. I was not expecting him to hang up.
You get stage fright, dude.
Boys, let me ask you guys a question real quick. How do you like the camera? All right, because there's a lot of different options we got here. Do you like it where it's like a gallery where we can all see each other at the same time? Or do you like it when it's like this?
Shows up.
You like it like this?
I like it like this.
I see one person. I see Zach and then 3 pictures on the top.
Yeah. So this way, Kevin, whenever you have it like this, whoever's talking is displayed on the other people's screens. And so it's like, so my screen would be the one recorded. So you're still on the screen. And then when Zach talks, he'll be on my screen. And that's what it'll look like. Do you like this or do you like the gallery view of how it was?
I like this.
I like that. Yeah. So it'll pick up my voice and you can hear me and then you'll be able to see me on the full.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, dude. We're in it, dude. We're in it.
Good. Awesome.
All right, guys.
You're back.
Finally, that was so annoying. What I was doing was I was creating a new like scheduled Zoom, and then I was sending you guys the link, and then whenever I went back and clicked on it, and so I guess it showed that I was in progress in one already.
Yeah,
and so I had to delete the other ones when I didn't realize that. But boys, how you doing? Kevin, start with you, boy. Let's go.
What's up, man? I'm doing all right. Day off. Got 3 days off in a row. Just hanging out.
3 in a row.
Today. Yeah, 3 in a row.
Where are you working at?
Work at Amazon, buddy.
Oh, for Bezos,
nice.
Dude.
Work for Mr. Jeff Bezos. I never see him, but I hear about him.
That's wild.
How crazy
bro.
would it be if you did see him, though? Do you think he'd freak out? Would you ask for his autograph?
Maybe.
I think he would ask Kevin for his autograph.
Hey, you never know.
Be like, Kevin, I've heard all the stories.
Are you Kevin Terrell Futch or what? That's what he'd say. Can I get a selfie?
Yeah. No, they had some freaking like CEOs and presidents of the company walking around yesterday.
Wow.
No,
We were all freaking out and like sweeping. And we never sweep anyways. But we were like cleaning and like.
He's like, Kevin, why are you outside sweeping? What are you doing right now? This is the grass, dude.
The managers were just tripping. They were like, go do something. And I was just like, man, these people aren't really anything anyways.
Yeah. Dang, what the heck, bro? So are you in like the order fulfillment stuff? Like you load the trucks or what are you doing?
Well, I'm at the Alliance Airport. So we're doing, it's an air hub.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Yes. So it's one of the cooler Amazon jobs. Like we get to deal with the planes. We have about 12 planes that come in.
That's crazy.
That is so wild.
It's honestly not a bad job. Not a bad gig. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Awesome, dude.
People
dude, do you guys ever see the drones? The drones still make deliveries or no? They abandoned that?
No, I haven't seen any, but they will be, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be crazy.
That's wild. Dude, Kevin, last time I talked to you, you were a mechanic or you were doing mechanic work.
I still do that occasionally on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that at? That was in Kerrville?
Yeah, I was working at A&A Tire, busting tires all day, and kind of flipping cars on the side.
Dude,
And
that's
then you said
wild.
one almost killed you, right? One tire almost killed you.
Real freaking, I think I know it was an 18-wheeler tire. I was airing it up, and I guess that it was a bad tire or something, because I was putting the normal amount of air in it, 100 psi, and I looked away for 2 seconds, and then boom, like the loudest boom you could ever hear, like a cannonball, and it knocked me over my side. Could have killed me, but I got lucky.
Dang,
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Did
Is
you
that
like
when you knew you wanted to leave?
Honestly, I had PTSD after that. Like even airing up a little golf cart tire, I was like scared.
Dude, I bet, yeah.
It's a dangerous
wild.
job, definitely.
dude? Yeah.
Because if you like just air up like hundreds of tires over the course of a month, one of them's bound to, pop up.
Yeah, it happens. Like people die every day from airing up tires. So
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
a numbers game, dude.
yeah,
Luckily, you only had one, dude. That's wild. You had two
Happened
pop
twice?
on you?
I blew up it was a smaller tire. The next one that I blew up, I think it was a wheelbarrow tire or something like that. It had a tube in it.
Oh.
I was gonna say a bike tire, and I was like, but the wheelbarrow is even smaller than a bike tire.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before too. But yeah, I'm glad to be out of that job because I got paid less than the one I'm at now, and that job was way harder on my back and
Yeah.
hot all day long.
Dude, can we start talking though about the one benefit of that job is that you were ripped? Dude, you were tore up from the floor up, man. It was nuts.
No. I was working out too on the side. It wasn't just that job, but it definitely helped.
In the thumbnail for this podcast, can we put your ripped up picture as the front cover of it?
You should. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Well, oh God, please.
I'm gonna get it from your Facebook, bro. People are gonna hit you up for it.
Dude, let me tell you, I'll send it to you on my Snapchat because I couldn't believe how ripped up he was. I recorded it, and not only did I record it, I saved it.
Yeah,
So
and I get the memory every year. Every year around that time, it'll be like, remember when you did this? I'm like, yeah, Kevin was ripped.
Yeah,
there's a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay.
No, dude. Purely
Not like
platonic,
that.
dude. No, whenever I was rubbing that suntan lotion on, dude, it was purely platonic.
Yeah. Zach was rubbing it on my back.
Dang, man.
Friends.
Yeah.
So,
It was
man,
good
that's
times, dude.
was it? Never mind. How many PSI was the sunscreen?
PSI.
Uh,
Dude, what does SPF even stand for? Okay, well that's kind of dumb. Some protection, something.
Formula.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. The
that
confidence
seems like
was
it'd be
there,
right.
though. Yeah. That's funny.
How y'all been is the question.
Zach,
What?
go ahead, dude. Take over. How have you
What?
been?
How you been, buddy?
Oh, dude, doing good, man. Just working, just trying to make some videos, dude. Me and Kevin talked about some videos that we're gonna have in the works here pretty quick. Kind of
Oh,
reconnect with my buddy. Not too much, man. I did a podcast last week, didn't work out too well, but it is what
dude,
it is.
Kevin, me and Zach recorded a podcast last week, and
yeah,
it
he's
was-
out of the room.
it was horrible, bro.
Really? Did you post it?
No, I didn't even post it. That's how bad it was.
Oh, okay. So if this is straight horrible, we can not post it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the vault, dude. You have to join his Patreon in order to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, what's that tat you have on your forearm right there?
Little tat right there.
Oh, that's nice, bro.
Integrity, dude.
Can you see it from that angle?
Yeah. Perfect.
It says integrity.
That's legit, dude. How many other tattoos do you have?
I just have 2 right now. I got this one, Roman numerals 28 8. It's abbreviated. It's supposed to be 1928 to 2008.
Yeah.
My grandpa, when he was born and then when he died.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes hand in hand with this one because he had a lot of integrity, and I'm just trying to remember him. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
awesome, man.
where was he from?
I want to say America, I guess.
Okay. Was he mom's or dad's? Because I know your mom's side's German, right?
Yeah, he met my mom's mom in Germany during the last World War.
What,
Wow.
dude? I've known you for so long. I didn't know this. They met during World War II.
I think it was it was World War II.
That's
he was
crazy.
he was an American soldier, and she was an ally, I believe.
Yeah.
of American forces. And they met through that. And they got married in Germany, had their first kid, my aunt in Germany, and then they moved back here.
Dude, that's cool. I didn't know that, man. And
That's
yeah, is
wild.
that the aunt that almost made the Olympics?
No, that was on my dad's side.
Oh, you got a rich family history, dude.
Yeah, man. Not too bad. I got a lot of aunts and uncles, literally like 15.
Dang.
9 on my mom's side, and then about 5 on my dad's.
That's
Dude.
wild.
That's crazy.
A lot of
With numbers
people.
like that, odds are some are going to be spectacular, huh?
Kevin,
Yeah.
you're one of them, dude. Kevin, where are you living right now?
That dude's about to move, man.
Yeah, living in old Granbury, Texas.
Granbury, where are you moving to? Closer to work?
Yeah, closer to work. I work in freaking Hazlitt, so it's North Fort Worth. So it's an hour drive,
Dang.
hour-long drive. Plus traffic and all that.
Yeah, and you're working kind of wild hours, right? With Amazon being like basically 24/7.
Yeah, our facility, it used to be 24/7, but we quit doing that. So I work 2:30 to 1 a.m. and then they open back up at like 4:30 a.m.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
Barely any break there for anybody. That's
yeah.
crazy.
But the fulfillment centers, they're open 24/7. Like, I doubt they close on Christmas.
Yeah. Jeez.
I think they do, but we're lucky because we got pilots that are working the days we work, so we get a lot of the holidays off that the fulfillments don't, because the pilots, they don't want to fly on Labor Day or Thanksgiving.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
They basically are Christmas, huh? They're Santa Claus. They're the little elves. You're an elf.
Yep.
That's where everybody gets their presents from nowadays.
He said, "Yep."
Pretty much, dude. It's yep. Bezos, Santa Claus, and we're the little elves. But it's not a bad gig, honestly.
Yeah.
I was working inside. It's called a sort center, basically where I'm at. Air Hub Sort Center. So I was inside for like 6-7 months, throwing packages around, loading up trucks. I did get a forklift license at one point. So burnt out, dude. Like, on being in the building, just doing the same thing every single day. I finally got an email saying, "Hey, do you want to transfer to go outside onto the ramp?" And ramp means just the runway, basically. So, my goodness, I've just had a ball out there since I've been out there.
That's cool. Is it changed day by day, or is it pretty similar, but it's just cooler atmosphere?
I mean, your roles change day by day. Like, one day you could be a main deck loader pulling ULDs out of a plane. The next you could be a tug driver, drive a tug all day long, get to sit down a little bit. So there's various roles. I mean, we do a lot of marshaling. Like, you know how they got those wands?
Yeah.
Nice.
And, you got an airplane coming straight for you, and you got
That's crazy.
You got to stop it like exactly on the line.
Dang. You
So a
got
lot
to
of
do all
pressure,
that?
dude?
Yep.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm not just loading boxes out there. I'm like, we got to do a push back. We got to push the plane back. We talk to the pilots with headsets. It's pretty fun.
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
That's
Cool,
freaking
dude.
awesome, bro. Congrats on that.
Is it like nerve-wracking when you get those little lightsabers in your hand and you're trying to guide that plane in?
Oh, the very first time I did it, I swear I was about to have a heart attack.
Dude, I'd be freaking out.
I felt my heart pounding on my chest, and like, because I had never had a big giant 767 coming straight for me. I was literally so scared.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
was terrified.
Yeah. But now, I'm pretty used to it. I don't get too frightened.
It's crazy, man.
That's good. Kevy.
Go.
Now, Kev, if I'm correct, dude, knowing you for all these years, I know you got some pretty wild stories, dude. What's one of the craziest things you've ever done? Let's just jump in it.
Craziest things I've ever done. Like craziest things that's ever happened to me, or like something I went to go purposely do.
Let's start with that, what you purposely went to do, and then we'll jump into the something that happened to you. It's funny that you have these categories because I didn't even think
Right.
about. That's so funny. Yeah, dude. But yeah. So what is one of the craziest things that you've ever purposely gone to do in the past?
I have not gone skydiving, but I plan on it.
Yeah.
Next year with my dad, we're gonna go skydiving.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I've been indoor skydiving. That's honestly not that fun. You're just somebody else is holding on to you and they're letting you fly around. It's all right, but don't that many crazy things.
Dude, can I bring up a story, dude? Can I bring up a wild story, get his mind going?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. You said that one time you and your buddies were like, you were at some river or lake or something, and you're floating it. Then you saw a bunch of other dudes across the lake or river, and you guys started talking trash to each other, right?
Yeah.
So you tell that story. Did you guys end up getting in a fist fight, and then what happened afterwards?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, Brandon Snyder was involved. Not to name any names, if you won't mind, but yeah, we were floating down the river, having a good old time. And I forgot who I was with. I know Brandon Snyder was there. We were just floating down the river, and then I'm gonna have to leave a few parts out of this story, but basically Brandon started the fight with them, and I'm just chilling in the water, having a good old time, kind of making sure everything's cool, just watching. And then I see Brandon get jumped by like a few guys, and I was like, what the heck? So me and the other guy that I was with, we bolted over there, and I don't know, I kind of like threw this guy into the water, and I don't know, I was trying to break it up, honestly. I wasn't trying to start anything too bad, because I was like, what the heck, I thought we're having a good time. Why are we fighting? But yeah.
And then what happened afterwards?
We all kept floating down the river, and
didn't you guys like chill like after like the fight? You guys, I remember the first time you told me, you're like, yeah, but then we all just became friends afterwards. So you and the guys you're fighting just started chilling.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
That's crazy. How does that conversation? Like, Brendan has black eyes, and he's just like, he can pass me a beer, like, to like those guys that just fought with. Basically, is that how it went?
Yeah, I don't know why he wanted to start fighting with him, but he did. There's a reason for it.
I feel like, Kevin, I feel like these wild stories always happen to you, dude. Do you feel like you attract just craziness, and not like intentionally, but do you feel like it just follows you?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That was more in the days of me not being so much of a sober person.
Mm-hmm.
So these days I've been sober. Craziness doesn't follow me anymore like that. I mean, it does sometimes, just by my luck. Oh yeah, usually people I'm around, something like that.
Yeah.
If I'm not making the best choice, then craziness is probably gonna happen. But usually, if I'm being a good boy, nothing too crazy happens.
Which is good. Dude, you have been a good boy for a while, that I've noticed.
Been trying.
Dude, what about the time that I remember one time you went out in the woods and you camped by yourself for like 3 or 4 like a week or something like that? just on like this piece of marshmallow, and you're just in the tent, and like you didn't have any food or something. You forgot food, or you ate your food, and you had to do something to get some sort of food.
Yeah, that's funny that you bring that up because that was also with Brandon Snyder.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was when the lake was down, like totally dry. And, we camped on the lake bed for a few days, and I was catching fish, and cooking them on the riverbed, and kind of just living off the land.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. It was cold. It was like it started snowing at one point, and then our tent burnt down.
It burned down.
And then
How
our
did it burn
tent
down?
It started snowing, and then our tent burned down.
Yes, we fell asleep and we left the fire going pretty good because it was cold, and then we woke up and our tent was on fire, and my jacket was burnt to a crisp, and I was just like, oh gosh, there goes the tent.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, you're the only person I know that would like that. Like I would last a day or an hour, and I like probably in the middle of us sleeping the first night, I've been like, I'm going home. There's no way I would have been able to last.
Well, that's kind of what was going on. Like it was so cold at night that I would. We were right out by my house, so you know, I was getting so cold, I would just come back into my house and sleep. But Brandon like had to stay out there.
That's funny.
Like shiver all night long, and I
That's
felt bad for him, but I had to do what I had to do, you know.
Yeah, dude. It's about survival. It's all about survival in the wilderness, dude. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
No matter if that means go back inside or what.
Or burn your tent down.
Yeah.
What, Kevin? You brought up a story earlier. You brought up a story about you and me. I guess at church, you said something about me pulling your hair. I don't even remember what you were talking about, dude.
I would say we were probably like, I was 12, and how much younger are you than me? 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
So you're probably like
maybe
9.
5 come out to you. He's 4 years younger than me.
Yeah. You were probably like 8 or 9.
It's like I'm 3 years younger than you, brother.
Oh, you're right, dude. Crap. Time flies, huh?
Zach, you're
used
older.
to be 4 years younger.
You're younger than everybody, though.
Yeah.
You just turned 27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to turn 28. Unfortunately. But yeah,
30 is sneaking up on us.
No, it sucks. I don't remember the full details. I'm sure playing basketball in the church. And you know how me and you, Aaron, we used to always just kind of wrestle.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, why not? It's fun. I like to pick on you because you were smaller. Not nowadays. I mean, it'd probably be a pretty even fight.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we were just screwing around, wrestling. I was playing, but you got mad. I must have hurt you or something. You got pissed at me. You grabbed
Used to when he was a kid.
Full freaking handful of my hair and ripped it out. I remember it to this day, dude. It hurts so bad.
Bro, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I think I went and told your mom.
Yeah, probably. That's so funny, dude.
Whenever Aaron was a kid, he used to have a pretty crazy temper. He grew out of it pretty quick, but yeah, man, I have like scars and stuff. And
yeah, a little bit. Like, I mean, not too bad. I'm sure with you, a little bit more.
Yeah. Remember one time I punched Zach in the face and Ryan stopped like the rest of the fight. I think that was the only time we'd fist fought, but I was the only one that was using my fists. And then I punched a hole in my wall because I was so mad.
Yeah.
That's like it. We never really fist fought other than that. We just wrestled a bunch, but
yeah.
Other than that, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, dude, this freaking, it's so wild. It feels like it's been years since I've seen you, Kev. And we used to work together, which is wild. And we used to see each other almost every day at the pool. And
good old days.
Yeah, man, those wild times, man. It just seems like it was forever ago. And you guys are, I mean, you guys say you're old. You're not that old. You're not that old. Does it feel like you're old? Do you guys feel like you're getting older?
Oh, dude, no. Zach maybe, but no.
Just the number. It's weird to see hearing that number. because at one point, not that long ago, 27 seems so old. You know what I mean? Like whenever
yeah.
you're 20 or 18, like, you think that 27 is like, dude, what? You should like, have a family and,
Yeah.
like, you just think of it as a different thing. But whenever you're in the middle of it, it just sneaks up on you.
It really does. People our age, they have kids, but that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids, married, all this, careers, whatnot. But hey, we still young.
We got each other.
That's
Mm.
right.
We have each other. Kevin, okay, be honest, dude. I want you to be completely candid, okay? Do you believe that?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this where it's not like, I'm just going to say it. Do you believe in aliens, Kev?
My God. Yes. 100%. We're aliens. Basically, I sent this to Zach the other day. I don't remember exactly how it went, but it was just, we are in space right now. It's not like we're not in space. We're on Earth, but Earth is in space. So
Yeah. We're aliens. We're aliens to other life forms.
Definitely. There's so many other galaxies, so many other planets. There's a billion trillion stars out there, and those stars are suns. So, and there's planets around those stars. So yeah, I definitely believe that there's other planets with maybe other humans, maybe a different kind of life form. But yeah.
That's
Dude,
wild.
He sent me that article that said that, or said something about us being aliens at like 3:30 in the morning. And I woke up and I looked at it and I'm like, well, I'm definitely dreaming right now. But Kevin wouldn't just send me that at 3:30. And then I woke up and I was like, and then I read it and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think that, kind of going off of what you said, I feel like aliens are real because there's just so much out there that we don't know. How can we assume that there's not something if we haven't explored everything?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to think about. That's a good point. I guess we are in space, so we are technically aliens to other life forms.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of alien, Kevin? Like interterrestrial aliens or illegal aliens?
Illegal aliens? Who's that? People in US?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah, bro. Kevin, I know have you ever broken any bones in your body? If you have, how many bones have you broken?
Just one. I broke my arm once.
That's it?
Yeah. The rest is basically just like scar tissue and skin cuts, and I've only broke one bone.
That's so crazy to think about because you've done some wild stuff, man. You've done some wild stuff on some jet skis, dude.
I sure have. I'm sure everybody already knows that story, though.
If you feel comfortable, share it. If not, we can move on.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't my fault. Let me just tell everybody that. It was my friend's fault. He was driving. I was holding on to the guy on the in the middle. I was on the very back. And my friend who was driving, he gunned it from a standstill, and I guess we weren't ready, but I was holding on. And I was holding on to Colton, and he wasn't holding on to anything. So we both fall off the back. And the jet from the jet ski, it's powerful. And it ripped me open pretty good.
That's so wild. Did you ever think that could I had no idea that was even possible.
Yeah, man. It's got warnings on the back, like the newer jet skis. It has a warning that says, be careful, like if you fall off the back and the water can shoot up into your body cavities and cause damage or kill you.
Wow. Think about this, the odds of that, like because the stream isn't huge, if I remember correctly, right? and the stream like that's going up is like what, the quarter size, dime size maybe?
The jet?
Yeah, the jet coming out.
Oh.
Oh, is it that big? Okay.
Oh,
Well, the odds of that, like finding the location it found, is so like you seem like it's such a small chance of that happening.
yeah, I mean, it really doesn't happen that often, but it's possible.
Yeah,
It's dangerous.
that's so scary. It's why you just never think that would happen, you know, I guess until it happens to you. That's one of those weird things that you only hear of and you never experience, of course, unless it rarely happens to you or to somebody you know. Because I had never heard of that before. I'd never heard of it. Like, obviously, like getting hit by a jet ski if you're in the water, somebody's driving. That was like the only thing really.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's definitely a freak accident, but freak accidents happen every day.
It's true, dude.
It was honestly like the worst experience. Worst pain.
Was it really?
Yeah. I figured there was something wrong because it hurt so bad. And so I went to the hospital in Granbury, and then they rushed me to the Fort Worth ER, and I had to have an emergency surgery.
Yeah.
And they sewed me back up, and bro, it sucked. Like, it was horrible. And if it ripped any further, I would have a colostomy bag for the rest of my life. So I'm very lucky. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
That's good. It's good that you didn't have to have that.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
But everything's good now. I'm back to normal.
Yeah.
That was years ago, right?
That was so long ago.
I'm gonna say about 10, 12 years ago.
Was it really that long ago?
Yeah, it was my junior summer in high school.
Dude, that's so nuts. We really are old. That doesn't feel like it was that long ago that happened.
Yeah.
It does. It actually.
Yeah.
It feels like it was a while back.
Yeah.
Who's that in the picture with you?
This right here?
Yeah.
Little fur baby.
Who's your fur baby?
Brownie.
What's her name?
Brownie.
Oh.
I couldn't figure out what to name her, but she's a full-grown dog.
That's funny.
She looks like a puppy, though.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't look very big at all. Is that the first dog you've owned like on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides, like, that's not a family dog.
No, I picked her up when I was living down in Kerrville. It was like an impulse kind of thing. I was just driving by and I saw somebody had some puppies. And I was like, I had my own place and I had plenty of land. And get the dog. And she was a baby at the time. She's about, that big.
Yeah.
Thought she was gonna get bigger. But no, she grew like, she's 25 pounds now. I got her when she was about 10 pounds.
Wow.
So I was confused. I was like, why isn't she growing? Am I not feeding her enough? Like, what's going on? But she's just a little dog.
That's cute.
It's pretty cool, man.
That's cute. That's cute. I got this dog in the background right here. That's Jackson.
Jackie Jack.
Jackson.
He's ready to go out the door.
Dude, yeah, he's waiting for his mom, dude. She left. He thinks she's never coming back, but she always does. He never gets it. It's crazy. This dog's wild, man. Zach got to meet him once, but he's not very, like, I don't know. How would you describe him, Zach?
Skittish, very skittish.
Yeah. Not super good with new people. Takes him a while to get used to you. And even me, like, whenever I first started dating Taylor, my girlfriend, it took me a long time to get used to him and a long time for him to get used to me. That's funny, Kevin. Yeah, it was weird. I'm kind of low-key scared of dogs.
Yeah.
It's a weird, like, it's not
just like random dogs, right?
Yeah, like random dogs, like especially if they're big breeds. One time in college, I was in my apartment and I went down to the lobby to ask a question or something, and a couple of girls were in there and they each had their dogs. One of them had a the Rottweiler, I think it was. Yeah. It was a big dog, dude. Thick dog. And Rottweilers just look mean, although they're not. Like they're, it depends on how you raise them and stuff, but they're not mean dogs just naturally. But dude, this dog, for some reason, I was like, I didn't do anything. I didn't make any sudden moves. I didn't do anything crazy. And he just leaped at me, bro. Leaped at me. Like all paws in the air. I don't remember if he barked or not, but he just jumped at me. And the owner didn't know if he was like playing or if he was aggressively leaping, and neither did I. And so I like stepped back and she pulled his collar and his leash at the same time and like pulled him down to the ground and like was like restricting him. And I was like, what did I do? Is this my fault? And she's like, I'm so sorry. And then she just like immediately left the room. And I was like, holy crap, I could have died. And I remember like the dog jumped and they have like kind of flappy mouths and flappy jaws. And some slobber got on my face, bro, from like where he was going. I guess that momentum just carried the slobber and it got on my face. And I was like, and then it got on my shirt. And I was like, holy crap, dude. I was this close to death.
Dude, people forget because.
What's up,
Kev? What's that, Kev?
I was saying, have you ever been bitten by an actual dog?
No, I haven't. Mm-mm. No. I'm glad.
Most dogs you meet are pretty friendly, and then you forget like that, especially if you're used to your own dog, you'll get around one every once in a while that's like a bigger dog that'll growl and you'll be like, oh, these are like animals. Like they're loving and stuff, but like they can hurt, they can do so much damage. A big one, like whenever it growls, or even if it's not like a breed necessarily like used for protection, it's like, so it's just like, dude, I don't want to mess with this thing ever.
Yeah, it's crazy that they're like wolves. They're little wolves, man. Especially this guy looks like a wolf. When you see their teeth when they growl and they snarl and they show their teeth, even if they're like not mad, you're still like, dang, that can do a lot of damage. Taylor was bit. She works at a vet clinic and she was bit the other day on her finger, and it wasn't as severe as it could have been, but it's just the dog barely got her, and it was a small dog, I think, but it still cut her finger open.
Yeah,
she almost had to get stitches. The hole wasn't big enough, so luckily she didn't, but it was kind of deep, and she was just barely like it altered the way she like did everything. It was like on her ring finger, and so she couldn't like bend it, and it restricted it. And it was just a tiny bite that could have been way worse. Could have, obviously, like if it was a bigger dog, could have been the whole finger, but just wild to think about that. We just live with these little tiny like predators almost, and like domesticated predators that if it like they and they're so smart, they know to go for your throat or like your limbs that you need. Like dogs will bite you like in the back of your arm, like where you have like the sensitive part where your tricep is.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, man. You got bit?
I've been bit a few times. Yeah. That's why I'm also kind of scared of dogs. Like I used to be more than I am now.
Yeah.
But my neighbor's dog, when I was growing up, I would always go over there and like jump on their trampoline, and you knew not to get off of the trampoline or the dog will come kill you.
Yeah.
So we would actually, kind of play a game and jump off the trampoline and then run away from the dog. Try not to get bit.
That's funny.
Brownie, you quit scratching at that door. But one time, I don't think she ever bit me. That dog always scared me. And then I was bit riding my bicycle as a kid. I was bit in the ass by a dog. Big old furry dog. Hold
on. She's jiggling the doorknob. Jackson, come here.
And then I got bit. Brent Condit. Brent. Y'all remember Brent Condit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got bit by his dog.
Dang.
I'm sure I got there a couple other times. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
But
You know that?
Oh yeah, Austin's big old Doberman Pinscher bit me.
Ouch.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's scary, dude. Dogs can be so scary, man. And if I don't know if you guys know this, but if a dog has like basically like 3 strikes, right? If they bite a person or something 3 times, or another dog, and
Yeah.
it's reported, it's like 3 strikes, and then you gotta put them down.
Right.
That's
Y'all know
scary.
my dog Checkers.
Yeah.
Checkers bit my dad in the middle of the night. He got up to go to the restroom or something, and he must have stepped on her, and it was dark, and she took his leg off basically.
Gosh,
Not really, but she cut him open to where he needed stitches.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
And you know Checkers, she's the best dog in the world. She would never
Yeah.
hurt anybody intentionally. But she had a bone next to her, and she's really protective of her bones.
Yeah.
So he actually had to go to the hospital to get stitches. And they asked him at the hospital and said, "Hey, you know, what happened?" And he was like, "Oh, my dog bit me, whatever." And they had to report it to the police or animal control or whatever.
Yeah.
So animal control came and took Checkers to dog jail. Checkers went to jail for 3 days, like quarantine or whatever you want to call it. Like that's like the best dog we've ever had. Like,
Yeah.
she's basically a service dog. She's that smart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure it's only happened once, but
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
you're right about the 3-strike thing.
Still wild, man, because Checkers is a great dog. I remember we used to swim in your backyard and throw the frisbee, and she'd go catch it in the air and do some tricks, and
Yeah,
it's wild. It's crazy. This dog right here, crazy with other people, but if you know him, like Taylor can do anything she wants. Like she'll like get his mouth and like show his teeth, pull up his lips, and he does not care, dude. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, because our dogs growing up weren't as well trained, and honestly, there's 5 people in the family, and so it was hard for the dog to decipher which one was like the actual like master and owner. Usually they pick one, and like obviously like Taylor's his alpha, and so he doesn't care. He doesn't care what she does. Like
yeah.
it blows my mind how obedient these freaking creatures can be too, man. Look at this guy chilling down here.
Kevin.
Yeah.
So somebody came to the house and like, what'd they do? Like they just like, did she just go with them pretty willingly or no?
I wasn't there for all of it, but I heard about it. But I'm sure they called and said, I think they brought her to wherever, you know, the animal shelter or wherever she had to go. But yeah, she had to go away for, I think it might have been 3 days or a week. I don't remember.
That's crazy.
Something
I
like
get
that.
why they do that, but that would make me mad. But
Yeah, but they had to.
did they put the handcuffs on the front paws or the back paws?
They hog tied her and threw her in a cage.
Gosh, poor Checkers.
No, she's getting old. She's probably gonna die like within a year or two.
That's so sad, dude.
That's really
It
sad.
is. I mean, it's like your brother or sister. Like you've known this thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
That's a good dog, man.
Yeah, I remember when my last dog Beethoven died. It's pretty sad.
Yeah. It's freaking
Beethoven,
sad.
yeah.
I can't imagine when my little brownie, when she, you know, tumbles over.
Dude, that's the most, you can just think about dogs dying. It's the most depressing thing ever.
I've thought about it before, and I'm like, don't ever leave me.
Bum yourself out, huh?
Yeah, it's sad, dude. It's
You
sad.
can do what somebody did. I know that, I don't know who it was. Barbara Streisand. I don't know. One of like this really famous actress or somebody or entertainer. She cloned her dog. So she like sent it there, and then like years like they just took some DNA or whatever. Then years later she forgot about it, and they sent her and like, hey, it worked. So there's like 4 or 5 different little clones of her dog that were there. And so she like kept one and she gave like the rest of them away to her friends.
That's actually really cool.
You know what I thought you were going to say was, I thought you were going to say when your dog dies, you should get it stuffed.
Oh no, that'd be correct. That'd be just so depressing to me.
That's wild, dude. Isn't there a movie with that in there?
Probably is.
I think it's one of those spy movies. What's it called? The one where they kill a bunch of people. Um, like the action one. The Gentleman, no, with like the British guys. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, Kingsman.
The Kingsman. Isn't
You know
that
what that is on? That's not the Kingsman though. Is Stuffed Dog? Don't they have that in Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but that sounds like it.
I thought
Oh,
it
look at
was
that face, man. What's the head? He has one of those faces that she or he.
She.
she's a gal. She's a woman.
She's a woman.
She's a big she's a dog.
All right,
Yeah.
dudes. So you guys are claim to be getting older, right?
Right.
This is true or false? Do you guys feel like you're getting older? Like, do you ever feel like, oh, like my knees don't feel the same or my back doesn't? Do you have these like weird feelings of age, or do you feel the same?
You want to go first, Zach?
Yeah. And the slightest and like not like bad because I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's like little things like eating, like eating and just doing whatever, and you just don't recover as well after that. You know what I mean? Like you could eat something at one point in your life and you just not even think about it. Then later, like now it's like, man, I gotta really double or think about really what I'm gonna eat. And
Yeah.
also, I don't know, I'm not working out as much as I used to, obviously, when I was like in high school or whatever. So,
Yeah.
workouts are just harder and you don't recover as fast on those. But I mean, it's still all good. I don't feel too old.
I think I'm right there with you with the food thing. I'm a fat boy at heart. Like y'all remember,
Amen, dude.
I've probably been chubbier more than I've been skinny in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I'm skinny. I have like a good dad bod, but yeah, if I ate bad for 2 weeks straight, like continuous, like chocolate milk and honey buns, I will gain like 10, 15, 20 pounds within a month. But I don't do that anymore. Like I know when to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I still, eat pizza and whatever, have a freaking donut or whatever, but I quit doing all that. But what I was trying to get at is, y'all remember when I was like 18, 19?
Mm.
I didn't look like this. I looked like a kid and chubbier face, didn't have very much facial hair. I think, you know how they say when you're like 25, 30, you're in your prime?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like that. Like I feel like I have more testosterone these days.
Mm.
Like I could build muscle faster if I tried. Back then I was, I don't know. I guess I was a late bloomer. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I do feel old some days, and then some days I feel young.
Yeah. Is there something that, golly, it sounds like I'm like, I'm just gonna say it. It sounds like I'm reading questions off. Is there something that you know now that you wish you would have known 10 years ago that would have helped you? And that could be in terms of fitness or just life in general. I know, Kevin, you've had like a pretty wild life experience so far. Like you've done a lot of stuff. You've experienced a lot of stuff. So maybe that question hits you a little more than Zach, because although Zach's still 10 years older, I'm sure he's got some knowledge and wisdom that he's gained as well.
In terms of fitness, yeah, and that's really where, if I would have known, like when I was younger, actually how to keep weight off,
Mm-hmm.
versus just doing it an unnatural way, like diet pills or whatever you want to take. For me, it's all a mental game. So if I would have known this when I was younger, I would have had the body that I wanted when I was younger. So I'm thinking basically it's just don't overindulge. Like you don't need to eat that much. You Our bodies are meant to go without food for like a while. That's why we have fat. That's our body makes fat. So when we don't have food, then our body eats itself. So basically, just don't eat as much as your mind wants.
Yeah, don't go to CC's and eat as much as you can with some friends.
Yeah.
But it's hard, yeah, man. It's hard to do that, and it's hard to know that. I'm surprised they don't teach and I guess in some ways they do, depending on what class. They should really teach nutrition in high school, because it just, I don't know, man. You don't even, if you want to lose weight or if you want to get in great shape, you don't even even if you did sports, you don't know what you don't know most of the time. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
you
serve that
don't even
junk.
know where to start.
They serve junk in school, freaking burritos and pizza.
And then whenever you're in high school, though, you can get away with it. Like nothing. I mean, for me, anyways. I'm sure it's not like that for everybody, but I could eat whatever I wanted, anytime I wanted, and it wouldn't add weight because I was so active and I was so young. But then, you keep you're building eating habits, and so those are just going to carry over. They're not just going to graduate and they're just going to stop. So
and the strange thing is that the I agree. I think there should be some sort of nutritional education, but I feel like the school systems wouldn't know what the proper stuff is, because they'd probably be teaching off some order, like some older curriculum or some older principles or ideals that have changed and tweaked. Like, like the starch, the carbohydrates were like the best thing you could eat, I guess, in the food pyramid. And what else was it? Dairy products are up the top of the food pyramid, and all the stuff that isn't necessarily, honestly, some of it's not good for you that was taught to be good, like that you were taught that was good. So it's a weird line of figuring out what's right and wrong, and how do you teach people what's right and wrong. But I guess if you're just teaching them like not to overeat, that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I guess we do that in high school, like freshman year. I remember a health class freshman year.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it wasn't very comprehensive. It didn't tell you kind of it seemed like very general, almost like, I don't know, you could tell it was,
very vague.
It wasn't very in depth. Maybe things that you want to know. I think it should be more up to date. Okay, so you've gained this much weight. How can you lose weight in a healthy way?
Right.
Or how to not gain that weight in the first place? Just like real life current strategies. But I don't know, man.
Definitely. When I was like 230 at one point. I wasn't comfortable in my skin. I was always trying to suck in my belly. I was like, I didn't feel good. I didn't like what I looked like. So when I lost all that weight, it made confidence boost. I was able to do things that I wanted to do, and to be honest, people treated me differently after I wasn't a fat ass. But it happens. It happens to anybody.
Yeah,
that's the world we live in. It's sad to say, but people base their opinions on you on your looks a lot of the times. But so you look good,
100%,
good, you get paid good.
It's just when you see somebody, you're definitely just gonna it's just it's not necessarily even a bad thing on their part. It's obviously you probably shouldn't judge, but it's just it's almost instant. You know what I mean? You see somebody and your mind just makes instant, quick decisions. I remember, it's funny. One time I was in college and I'd gained some weight. Obviously, I went from being really, really skinny to not obese, but I gained a lot of weight. And I bought I bought something at Walmart or some store, and I gave the lady my ID, and she was looked at it, and it was back from when I was in high school. And she's like, oh, she started reading it, and she's like, yeah, this isn't you. And I'm like, dude, I promise it's me. I'm not, it's not even a big deal. I don't even care. It's me for sure. And she's like, it's not you, but I'm gonna let you buy it anyways. And she just gave me an idea back, and I was like, oh, I need to lose some lbs.
Damn.
So it was pretty funny. Nah, I took it good. I wasn't really upset about it. I wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. I was like, how do you convince somebody that this is me? Like, I don't know. What do you want me to say? My birthday or what?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up on this question right here. Okay, Zach, we're gonna start with you. Okay.
Okay.
If you could tell a person in a similar situation that you're currently in, or that you were in, like in high school, like a situation that you have overcome,
Yeah.
what would you tell them if you had your mentality now, whether that be you back in the day to overcome something, or whether that be somebody else that's in it now? What would you tell them on how to overcome it? And like specifically, I can't actually say like I don't know what your situation is like, but what do you feel like something you've overcome, and something, or how they can overcome it?
I think in general, I think that one of these, like this time tested thing is like this in general. If I was gonna give like a general, it'd be like, this too shall pass. I think that, like, especially when you're younger, if you're going through something, sometimes it just feels like you're never gonna get out. You know what I mean? Or just like this, because everybody's so involved in their own worlds, rightfully so, because it's your own life. But and then that feels like, if something goes wrong, or like a couple things go wrong, it's like oh, it's the end of the world, or oh, this is just sucks. It's never gonna get any better. I think that things, they come and go, and it's just, this too shall pass. Just persevere, and it's easy. It's so easy to say, and it's so hard to do. But it's what you have to just put your head down and just, if you want better times, try to make better times. And another thing I think too is that what is like, like chase happiness maybe. And I remember there was points in my life where like you're like not necessarily alone, but you're lonely, and you're like, you just feel like you're missing something. And I think that like, that's when you realize what you kind of had at one point that made you so happy. And I think, like a couple of things I've tried to have and try to maintain is like, be around people you love, whether that's friends or family. Have, like, for me, and it depends how social a person you are, I try to get around people that I enjoy, and I try to see them. You don't want too many days where you're just by yourself, or you just go to work, come back. You want to be around people that you enjoy being around. You want to have a passion that you try to pursue, that like keeps your mind occupied. And between those two things, I think that can keep you that would keep away a lot of the demons, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, man, that's good. That's really good. I didn't think your answer was going to be that good, you dummy. Good job, man.
How am I supposed to follow that?
Kevy, I'm gonna ask you in a different way, okay? Because I know that you've gotten into some. Honestly, I would say, Kevin, that sometimes like the product of your environment led you to do some stuff that, like, maybe you regret, maybe you don't, but it got you into trouble. And so, as an adult, somebody who's definitely straightened their life out, I know you don't have any regrets. I know you're a great guy. But what would you tell somebody who is maybe in the situation where they're like hanging out with the wrong people, or finding themselves like having fun, but maybe getting into trouble at the end of the day? What would you tell them, like, how to get out of it, if that's the way that you would go about it? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, you're right. You're a product of your environment. So I like to think of, I'm just making up words, honestly. I try not to surround myself with people who I know are fake. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can tell too. Like, you can tell right off the bat, like, if somebody's like genuine or they're just talking out of their ass. And they might sound really cool and look really cool, have a really cool car and all this, and get a lot of girls. But you know deep down, it's a gut feeling. If you just know, I don't know, you just don't want to be around people that are fake.
Yeah.
I try to be pretty honest. Like, I really don't try to lie. Like, even if I sound dumb in a conversation, like I'll be like, yeah, no, I'll just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Be genuine, and it'll come back to you eventually, like, and then you'll be with people that are, you know, genuine and not fake.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hold on, somebody's yelling at me. I don't know.
No, that's good, dude.
Yeah.
That's good. I like to end this on a positive note. And so that's why I was asking you these questions, because you guys both have a lot of life experience and you're able to share wisdom and knowledge that you've learned over your years to maybe somebody who hears this that could use it. And I was just saying that we've known you for a long time, right? We've seen you in your ups, we've seen you in your downs, and it's been like a roller coaster, honestly, because that's just how life works. But I can honestly say, and Zach can too, that you were one of the most genuine people ever. And Zach is seconds that we just said that. But
Thank you.
dude, yeah, you're one of the most genuine people ever, and it's really awesome to see you whenever you're succeeding in life and whenever you're on these highs, because you're a good guy and you deserve it and you work hard. And so it's just cool to see that, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Try to stay humble, you know.
Yeah, dude. Stay trill, dude.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did want to say, it's kind of off topic, but it's about my job. I got an interview to get a promotion.
What?
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's a load planner position. So it's like a step below operator manager.
Yeah.
So I'll be in charge of a flight. So
What?
it's more money, and it's just, that's really why I'm doing it. But it's a different position, and I wanted to let y'all know.
That's awesome,
That's
bro.
awesome, dude.
That's freaking awesome. Congrats.
Hopefully I get the job. It's just an interview, so
Yeah. That's still big though.
Not
Give
That's
us
sure.
an
good, man.
opportunity.
yeah.
It's good.
Appreciate
Just
that.
keep moving up till you get Bezos's job.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try.
Or you try to get his ex-wife, dude.
too.
That might be better. Hey,
Yeah.
Zach, you have any last thoughts before we wrap it up?
Dude, glad that you could come on, Kevy. Glad I can be on, Aaron.
Glad you could be here.
Yeah, man. It's cool, man. That was a real good time. I don't know. That's about all I can say, man.
Dope, dudes. All right. Thanks for joining me, fellas. It's good to talk to you, Kevin. Good to see you, Zach.
You too, buddy.
We'll have to do this again in person.
For sure.
All right, boys. Talk to you later.
Peace out.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Love you.
Love you, buddy. You're not going to say it, Zach?
Love you.
All right. There we go. All right. Bye, guys.
Later.